What is up, Need for Speed Racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut. We're here today with the Honda NSX-R for B-Class. Car's pretty good. It looks beautiful. Those mirrors are only on this car that I could find, so I love that. Anytime I can find custom parts that are not on anything else, I like that. I've got two builds for you. I couldn't decide which one I liked better, and it was definitely trade-offs, one for the other, in small fashion. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a good car for you in B-Class. I would say it probably ranks 3rd or 4th in the list of the best cars you can put in B. I had no problem walking Mustangs, RSRs, other cars. Mind you, driver mod, there's a big gap between where they were at and where I'm at, but that doesn't matter. For you guys, things you need to know: the car understeers a little bit. That's its biggest problem. So you go to turn and it doesn't turn as sharp as you want, and it's not going to rotate out on you. That's good for learning how to drive. It's very stable, great car. For those of us that are using boost, we're working on Tron turns, stuff of that nature, this is going to feel a little sluggish, so to speak. But if you know that going in, it's not bad overall. And it's B-Class, so really a lot of those cars kind of line up together. This is pretty fun. It's not cheese. It's right in line with where it needs to be. It's good though. It really is good. I would put this right on par with the Mustang Fox Body, with the other Honda Civic Type R, the 2015 model, just a few other cars. So it's pretty good. And that Civic Type R is kind of cheese build, so it gives you an idea where this slots in, you guys. Viewer requested. This one's been voted up a couple different times in previous videos, so it was time to bring it out. The way it works, you guys, is drop a comment down below. Tell me what you want to see next. Everybody else, go look through the comments. Like 1, 2, 3, all of them. Any of the comments you would like to see built, put a like on it. The more likes that everybody gets, the more interaction we get. It brings a lot of hype to the video, and it gives everybody a reason that comments to feel like they're actually putting something out there that everybody wants to see. My rule is, if you drop a comment, you have to like at least somebody else's comment, just so everybody will sharing the love. And while you're down there liking the comments, we should like the video too. Appreciate you. Let's dig into these builds. Let me show you the differences, and let's go to town. The engine that you're running in both builds is the 300 brake horsepower 2.5 liter flat 4. That is the Sport Bronze engine. If you go all the way to the right, it's back 1. For the parts, for the first build, and this is Siwuw's build, it is iron basic induction, iron basic ECU, Sport Bronze fuel system, Sport Bronze exhaust, and then Super Gold screw supercharger. There's no way to cram the Elite screw in it and make it all work, you guys. We tried. It takes the top speed over 130 and just bumps it up a class. For the and then obviously bronze nitrous bottle for this build. For the chassis, this stays the same across the board, so you're going to be running Elite Platinum road suspension, Sport Bronze brakes, and then for this build, it is Elite Platinum grip tires, Sport Bronze clutch, and then you are running the Sport Bronze 4-speed transmission, Elite Platinum differential, that way we can go 100%, and auxiliary, I run nitrous drift and nitrous grip. For the handling, slide that slider 100% Beyonce to the left, to the left. Steering sensitivity, I run 2 clicks high. Downforce, run it all the way high. You can run it pretty much anywhere in there, you guys. You can do anything you want with it. I thought high would give it a little bit better turning. It really doesn't change much. I don't think you guys are even going to really notice a difference. Traction control off, drift entry brake tap. That's build 1. That is going to be the build that's going to give you the best low end with that screw. Not bad. The other way you can build it, you guys, you go, instead of a screw, you put in the Centrifugal supercharger. Run that up to bronze. Run that down to basic. Take your nitrous and put that as the gold. And then you go back here. Oh, yes, in the last part. Oh, yes. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys. There it is. Okay. So for build 2, it's Sport Bronze induction, basic iron ECU, basic iron fuel system, sport bronze exhaust, and then super gold Sentry, super gold nitrous, elite platinum road suspension, but then you are running elite platinum road tires, not grips, but roads, iron sport bronze clutch, and then the 4-speed transmission stays, and then you run the elite platinum diff. This was NIL's build. NIL said that off the launch in B class, he really liked having the bigger bottle. He found that the screw kind of kept you in traffic with everybody else, but with that gold nitrous, you were able to kind of walk away from the pack, get up on the top gears, and it was able to keep up with the RSRs on the launch. Because guys, the RSR, if somebody's in manual, they're gonna walk you off the launch in B class. It's just, that's the hardest launching car in B class, no question about it. So there are some trade-offs here. The screw is going to give you better low end, all around track performance. The Sentry is just a skosh slower to accelerate, but you make up for it with the bottle. So if you are a player that really likes Blue NOS, this is the build you want to use. Guys, do not worry about the grip because it's an 80% grip build. It's going to be the same handling. The car understeers a little bit. There really wasn't a big change for me in the way the cars drove, but in just the way they accelerated and what your resources were. So if you really lean into the nitrous side of things, and you're an automatic player perhaps, the gold's going to help you out with that. It really is. So NIL is really building this and tailoring it to more you guys that are running automatic. And then Siwuw, he built his more for the manual players. I, as a manual player, I'm probably going to stick with the screw, but I'm honestly, you guys, probably not even going to stick with the car. I run the RSR. That's what I do. But as an alternative, this is pretty good. It's not bad. So there's both builds in a nutshell for you guys. Sorry if it's a little confusing. It makes the video go a little longer, but I want to bring you as much data and information as I can, so that way you can make your own decision for yourself on what you like best. And because it's the same motor, majority of the same parts, it's not that expensive to change things. That's really the way to go. Handling, same as before. 80% grip, and then run your downforce all the way high. Guys, that is going to give you the Honda NSX-R. 130 is the top speed. With the Sentry, 382 is the horsepower. The Max torque is 373. The horsepower is identical with the screw. There is no change there. We just have a little bit different torque, and where the power comes on is a little different from one to the other. Stay tuned for the gameplay footage. I try to get gameplay footage on the newer tracks, so that way you guys might not have seen that before. Maybe help you out with some lines there. And overall, just bring something new to the table for B class. Drop a comment down below on what you want to see built next. The GNX is in the backlog. It won yesterday's video, so I'm going to be working on that. Let me know what you guys want to see. I am thankful to you. I'm really happy to bring you guys these videos, and at the end of the day, one of the few content creators that is putting out build videos every day for you guys, because I'm trying really hard to make sure that you have everything that you want to enjoy the game to its maximum. Need for Speed, send me some money, because I'm working harder than you are. That being said, you guys, have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned. Bye-bye. Tread Water, one of the new tracks with Volume 2. It's not a very hard track, but there is one corner that's a little deceptive. It's easy to go in too hot. This track would be an absolute nightmare in the higher classes. Let me just put it that way. So you'll see me just playing with the buttons. I'm clicking into 4th gear. I'll downshift into 3rd. I launch in 3rd with this car, and it gets a good hard launch. You'll see we've got a nice full lobby. I love it when I race against everybody. We did have the advantage of starting at the front. This is the corner I was talking about, you guys. That's the one that's deceptive. On lap 2, you come in there pretty hot. I did a little micro drift and then waited until I was on the corner exit to hit that yellow. Use that 3 bar as soon as I get it to get up to speed, so we can carry 130, which is the top speed of the car, through the section. You'll see we bleed a lot of speed in the corners. I micro drift this way. The line is through the garage here, you guys. This carport, that's what you need to go through. Don't go around, don't follow the road. Make sure you cut the track there, and just don't hit the pillars and crash. This is the one, lap 2, you want to slow down for that. It's really easy to go in really hot and end up in the lake. So be aware of that. Coming around this corner, you'll get a nice grip turn. Use all the boost, get up to speed. I tried this track and tried carrying the boost through those corners, but it's not worth trying to save it. It's better to just use it, get the speed, and then any boost you get, just turn around that corner. Fast track, I mean, we're doing this thing in like a minute 10. It's nothing crazy. So overall, easy to learn. Great little place to learn how to micro drift. There's one nice consistent corner there, and you go in. We beat an RSR. Guys in a Camaro SS, that's a bold choice. Another RSR, got an Evo down there. So there's not like super meta cars here, a couple of the RSRs, and then the Mustang Fox Body at the bottom should have really given us a run, but it's all good. Like, that gives you an idea, guys. This car does just fine. Power is a top speed track. We launch in third. Now watch this RSR next to us. That's the deal. That RSR gets a pretty good launch. We're both avoiding traffic, and we're right there next to each other. So big shout out to Scarlett. If you're out there, come join the Cornnut crew. You'll fit right in. It's pretty cool to have somebody in a pub lobby that's like really giving her some in a very meta car. So I've got my work cut out for me. I'm drafting and staying in, just getting as much yellow boost as I can, staying behind, and then as soon as we exit this corner, I'm going to use that yellow bar to try to get up to speed. Scarlett does the same, so now it's a dead heat. We're just going for it. I'm bouncing off 130, 131. Same thing Scarlett is. We have identical top speeds in these cars, which is awesome. So now I'm on the inside line. Inside line, shorter track. So if I can keep my speed up, we're going to gain a little bit of footage every time. And as you see, we do that. Do a little baby micro drift to cap my 3-bar. I think Scarlett only had a 2-bar. We split traffic to get our near misses. And you're going to see I'm going to carry this yellow bar all the way into this corner and then cut way inside, get up into the guardrail, and then use all of my nitrous to start working on a gap. Now here you want to cut to the inside, get close to the sidewalk, but maybe not the sidewalk, because it'll throw the car sometimes depending on what vehicle you're in. Now I would like to have kept my yellow bar there, but it just wasn't working for me. So try to get some near misses here. Start working on a nice big grip turn. Scarlett's right there, bouncing on the back bumper, staying in the draft. Got that 3-bar, cap it right there. I go right through the edge of the checkpoint to cut a short line through there and get back onto the gas. Going to work on a micro drift right here. Get that bar up. Try to get 2 out of it. Didn't quite happen, so I use it before it expires. And I'm looking to see where Scarlett's at. We've got enough of a lead that we're going to be able to take the W. Run a 146. Not a crazy time, but not bad. And actually had some really good competition with that RSR. That was good driving. Big shout out to Scarlett for sure. And you'll notice that we do a 46. We do 47 Scarlett. Other RSR does a 51. Camaro down there doing a 54. Big shout out to them. And we managed to DNF the last 2 dudes, which is, I mean, Colorado, Charger RT, no surprise there. But I mean, it's a minute and 46 and you guys have 36 seconds to finish. Like, come on, boys, come on. Let's go to the last race. Industrial Action, another one of the new tracks. Now, this is a totally separate playlist, so I've got a different lobby with us. There's that Honda 2015 Civic Type R. I want to hope that he's using my build, but maybe not. Either way, gonna get a good launch, 3rd gear, as we do. We'll go around our Mustang that didn't launch good. He got a perfect start, but I think he's playing automatic, so we'll just walk him down. That's pretty much the last we're going to see those guys. Do a little micro drift, that's what throws me wide there, but I'm trying to collect the 3-bar, so going into this corner, I can cap it midway through at the apex and get around that corner, build another grip turn. Pair that with the near miss, do a little bit of a shimmy right there. Boom, another 3-bar, going to use it in this corner. Get another grip turn. See how we're chaining our corners together, you guys? And then I'm using the boost to make those corners a little sharper and just make it all work. Now here, I was going to cut and maybe hit those pillars or the blue supports back there, so I end up going wide. It's a little slower line, but it's a lot faster than crashing. Through here, we cut a pretty straight line through the gravel to hit that checkpoint and do a little micro drift to try to get at least a bar or 2 of boost. Almost a 3-bar. There's the 3-bar right there. We're going to use it on exit, and that should give us another grip turn, 2 bars. And that's really how you chain this stuff together, you guys. If you can chain your corners together, throw a little micro drift in there to build it up, you can really have a lot more boost than your opponents, and that's how you start gapping people by 1,000 or 1,200 yards in a minute and 20 long track. You know, like, there's a lot of options there. So overall, that's both the new tracks in B class. Happy to bring those to you. Guys, if you're looking for an alternative to the RSR or the Testarossa, this is a pretty good one. A good driver will give you a run for your money in those other cars, but in a pub lobby, you'll probably do just fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really thankful for you guys. You're helping me grow. I just hit 4K subs, and so it's wonderful to have all the support. Please like the video if you have a chance, and subscribe if you're not subbed up, because it's time we get you in the Cornnut crew. Join me on Discord. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.